Hello everyone, welcome back to the unit. So for this part, we're going to talk about Taiwan. So Taiwan is also one of the province on the east coast of Taiwan. And the first time that I visited Taiwan, the first impressions that I got is it's actually quite similar to Maui in Hawaii, because you get to see mountains on one side and oceans on the other side, and the humidities and the temperatures are so similar. So every time when people ask me, so what do you think about Taiwan? I would say, if you want to go to Hawaii, then go visit Taiwan.
Oh, I think that would be a really good news, because it's always crowded if you want to go to Hawaii. And no wonder that I think it's, according to one magazine from the Great Britain, Taiwan is considered one of the most promising or rising travel cities in the world in the year 2018. So if you get the chance, go to visit Taiwan and enjoy the different views or different things you're able to do in Taiwan.
I definitely believe that Taiwan has its potential to rise in the futures. And right now it's not, even during peak season, you don't see lots of people in Taiwan. So it's just a very relaxing, the pace of life is quite slow, and you can totally relax when you go visit the city.
So I think particularly in Taiwan, there are different kind of plants that are famous for. So I think from like perhaps July to September, we get the flowers, the flowering season of daylily. So I think we can probably find daylily in Chinese cuisines. We use them to make soup.
It's not just a flower, you can also eat that.
So if you get a chance, you can join the farmers to pick up these daylilies. I think they need to do that in the early morning, so you can enjoy the nice morning air and also enjoy the scenery of this flowering daylily. That's really nice.
True.
And also, of course, Taiwan gets really good natural environment. So also we plant lots of rice. Yeah, we get lots of rice field in Taiwan, particularly the township Chisha is really famous for its rice.
And there's a lunchbox company called Chishang Biandang is also famous because of the rice raised in Taiwan.
So if you get a chance, when you visit Taiwan, please try the rice locally grown. I think you will enjoy the taste.
And also there's a kind of fruit in Taiwan. It's quite popular. In Chinese, we call it 释迦. So the literal translation of that would be Buddha's head.
Yes, because it's particularly shaped.
Because of the shape looks like Buddha's head. So, but in English, some people translate it to apple custard.
Yes,
Sorry,
custard apple.
Custard apple.
Or sugar apple, because it's really sweet. So can you consider you are taking parts of Buddha's head and enjoy each slice of the fruit? That's an interesting thing to know.
Yeah,
to do.
I like the Chinese name of the fruit. It's more unique, I mean, compared with the English translation.
And considering about being relaxed in Taiwan, so there are several things we can do in Taiwan, like going to the hot springs. I think at least 2 hot springs. Their names are Zhiben and also Red Left, Hongye. Hot springs in Taiwan, they are famous. So you can go visit these hot springs and enjoy the hot spring in Taiwan. And that's one thing to do. And also there are 2 other islands you can go when you visit Taiwan.
One will be Green Island, and the other one will be Orchid Island.
So in Green Island and Orchid Island, you can do another kinds of outdoor activity like diving. So you can do scuba diving
Or snorkeling.
when you visit there. And also, I think there's a tourist spot. There's that you can mail your postcard or mail your letters under the sea. So if you go to do scuba diving, you can also send your mail.
You can send a postcard to your friend from the sea.
Yeah, that's really unique, I would say. And also, the people on the Orchard Island, they get their own festival as well. So for those indigenous people, we call them Dawu tribe. They will have a particular festival to celebrate. They get a lot of fish. So we call that flying fish. I think it's a sub-kind of swordfish. So they will have festival to celebrate the great harvest of the fish.
And if you are quite athletic and would like to do sports here, Taidong is also a location that holds Ironman triathlon every year. So if you are athletic like Jeannie, go sign up for that activities in Taidong.
And also Taidong, we get different tribes of indigenous people as well. So there's also a museum called National Museum of Prehistory, which introduced the Beinan culture in Taidong. So actually, I think the first teenager baseball team that won a international baseball game is also from Taidong. So I guess the indigenous people, we talked about, people usually consider they are good at singing, and most of them are also considered good at sports. So that's why the first team that win an international baseball contest came from Taidong.
Right. You probably noticed that in the east coast of Taiwan, we have quite diverse cultural background. A lot of indigenous tribes are located in Taidong. And right now, actually, in elementary school, you get to choose what kind of native language that you would like to learn. Not only Taiwanese or Hakkanese, even those indigenous languages, those courses are also available for our elementary school students. So we quite respect those diverse cultures.
And I think for indigenous people, because their culture also are influenced by previous colonizers or priest cultures. So you can see, I think there are several churches built in interesting shapes. One is in the Noah's Ark. So you can visit that church in Taidong. And that also gives the message that some of the indigenous people in Taiwan are really pious Christians. So we get this kind of churches in Taidong.
Interesting.
So that's another place to go.
So here comes to the end of our discussion. We have 2 questions for you. So question number 1, there is a very special kind of fruit in Taidong. What is that called?
And the second question would be, we mentioned there's something you can do undersea when you are doing scuba diving in Taidong or near the Green Island. So what's the thing you'll be able to do undersea there? So thanks for being with us. We're glad that we introduced the beautiful east coast of Taiwan to you in this unit. See you next time.
See you.